Football.
Let's go!
America's game. Whether you're a die-hard fan or just looking to make some extra scratch, Nik Rivers likes to pretend that he is the prognosticator of football prognosticators, offering analysis, insight, and his nowhere near expert opinion on who will win this week's NFL games. It's Nix Pix, only on 94.1 The Zone.
Hi, YouTube Nation. Time once again for Nix Pix, week number 9 NFL season. How the hell are you doing today? So, not bad last week. We made a little money for once. 2-1-1 overall. The ugly Giants-Jets game wound up being a push, but we inched one game closer to 500 on the season. Maybe this is the week that we get ourselves over the top. Let's start off our picks. Week number 9, Thursday Night Football. The Tennessee Titans in Pittsburgh, the Steel City, taking on the Steelers. The Steelers, a 2.5-point favorite in this one. A battle of backup quarterbacks. Ryan Tannehill out for the Titans. That means they're going to turn it over to Will Levis for his second career start. Pittsburgh, Kenny Pickett saying he's going to play, but I don't know if he doesn't get on the field. Our old friend, Mr. Mitch Trubisky, who spent some time backing up Josh Allen here in Buffalo, will be the starter. So I haven't heard the decision yet, but either way, Trubisky or Kenny Pickett, I just think the Steelers, a good defense. It's going to be a tough play at home on Thursday night for Tennessee to come out of there with the win. I think Pittsburgh covers. Take the Steelers -2.5. Your upset of the week? Well, I almost had it last week. There was a 99.9% probability that the New York Giants were going to win their football game against the Jets as they lined up for a 35-yard field goal from Mr. Reliable Graham Gano, and it sailed wide left, his second miss of the day, and then the Jets drove down the field, tied it, and won it in overtime. Turns out Gano had a left knee injury, which probably played into that a little bit. I don't know, 4th and 1, I would have given the ball to Barkley and tried to ice the game and make the Jets go 70 yards, but I'm not the head coach. But anyway, this week, the Giants are in Las Vegas taking on Zach's Raiders. The Raiders, a 1.5-point favorite in Vegas, and they are in turmoil this week. Woke up this morning to the news that, yesterday morning to the news that they fired head coach Josh McDaniels and their GM, former Giants linebacker Antonio Pierce, actually the interim coach in the game this weekend. I just think that the Giants are on a different level. Jimmy Garoppolo is probably going to wind up getting benched, and the Giant defense over their last, 10 quarters of football have only given up one third down conversion. 1 of 27 the defense has held on third downs. The Giant defense is playing great. Daniel Jones back starting at QB. Maybe getting Andrew Thomas back at left tackle. I think they upset the Raiders. They win the game outright in Vegas. Take the Giants +1.5. Your lock of the week, Arizona and Cleveland. Arizona, just a mess. They traded their starting quarterback, Joshua Dobbs, to Minnesota. And maybe Kyler Murray starting his first start since his ACL injury. We'll see where that goes. But Cleveland, man, that defense is fierce. Myles Garrett is playing like an MVP. They're favored by 8. I think that they take that one down with ease. Take Cleveland -8. Your lock of the week. In your Bills game, I finally got a Bills game right. I picked against them, and I got them right last week. Tampa didn't win, but they covered the spread. This week, Buffalo going into Cincinnati, and Cincinnati seems like they're finding their mojo. They're starting to feel like a dangerous team. The AFC North, I mean, the Ravens are the class, but I think Cincinnati's coming on strong. Joe Burrow's starting to look like Joe Burrow, and, we'll see how the Bills do against them, but I think Cincinnati, a 2.5-point favorite in this one, I think they wind up winning the game. Take the Bengals -2.5 against the Buffalo Bills. So there you go. Your Week 9 picks for Nix Pix in the NFL. You can follow along online over at 941thezone.com. And don't forget to check us out on air on the Morning Zone Out Thursdays at 9 a.m. and then Nix Pix on Thursdays at 5 in the afternoon.
Thank you. Good night.